Hey everyone, we have a big celebration today. You know, we've been doing my Keto-Green 16 book giveaway, which has over $1,800 of prizes, and we have an announcement to our winner, Beth McCall from Odom, Georgia. She's a winner, and she's been following us here on Facebook and in Instagram, and a local Georgian. No, I unobjectively chose this objectively had someone else choose. And I'm so excited that a fellow Georgian has won. Beth McCall, congratulations. $1,800 in goodies, including a signed Keto-Green 16 and a whole bag of goodies. Living and loving the Keto-Green way from your girlfriend doctor, stuff full of all kinds of goodies, shakes and cups and Mighty Maca and everything in there. Jolva, PPR cream, and I'm thrilled. Plus lifetime memberships in sexual CPR and magic menopause and a 30-minute consultation with me. We can talk about anything, Beth. Congratulations.
Yay.
Yay. Now we've had some questions. You guys know book launch week next week. So this is my last specific daily live for a while. I'm taking tomorrow and Sunday off, but I am on lives regularly throughout the week. I'm doing a couple lives per day. We'll be sharing them on my Instagram and Facebook. So stay tuned. And the way to do that is from my homepage here at Dr. Anna C on Facebook. Be sure to click notifications. So when I'm going live with some of my guests, Terry Walls, JJ Virgin, Sarah Gottfried, Josh Axe, name it, just amazing. David Perlmutter, who wrote the foreword to Keto-Green 16. Yes, y'all know he is my mentor. Everything he has been, everything he has written, and his latest book with his son, Austin, are just such valuable pieces of information too. So he has written the foreword for Keto-Green 16, but lives all next week. So please join in. There's so much fun, so much that's going on, and continue to share with your friends. We are having such a tremendous response to Keto-Green 16, and I just can't wait for you guys to have your copy in your hands. And don't forget those pre-order bonuses. That information's on my website at dranna.com. Now, we had some questions come in. You know, I did Hot Flash Thursday yesterday. Hot Flash Thursday was fun, and we had a lot of questions. I really focused on hormones this week. So we got some questions about hormones and Keto-Green. Brittany's going to read them off for me.
Gabby asks, how long after I change my diet will I begin to see changes in hormones?
Well, you can see it shift very, very quickly. I would say give yourself 2 weeks, but really within 2 weeks, we can see tremendous results, even as little as 10 days following my Keto-Green way. So good question, Gabby. Let us know how you do.
Janelle asks, how to help hot flashes at night. She had a hysterectomy 2 years ago, and she's 37 years old.
37, that's young, and it sounds like her ovaries were removed too. Definitely would recommend supporting your adrenals. And how do we do that? With Mighty Maca Plus, for instance. You want to, where is it here? Mighty Maca Plus, adaptogenic formula with a combination of superfoods, over 30 superfoods. And this is where I would start. So especially at a young age, and then adding, if your ovaries were removed, adding bioidentical progesterone in addition to, I'm sure you're getting some estrogen.
Ginny asks, do you recommend keto alkaline long term?
Absolutely. Absolutely do. I have my rule of thumb, 10% fasting, 80% Keto-Green, 10% feasting. Work with those numbers, but really this is a way of life and it makes a difference. And I don't know if you guys saw, definitely on my Instagram, I did a little cooking show today. I did the curry chicken. And so follow me at Instagram at Dr. Anna Cabeca. Check out that fun recipe, the curry chicken with a cilantro coconut lime sauce served over cauliflower rice. Really so delicious. I love that. And simple, one pan. I cook with one pan. For me, that's how I like to do things. Anyway, we get some more questions.
We do. OCD asks, during menopause.
Question from our Instagram followers said, during menopause, can that make you feel like not having sex? Absolutely. Vaginal dryness, changes in hormones. Often it's the symptom of discomfort after intercourse, discharge, odor. I mean, if you have pain or discomfort every time you do something, why would you want to? So improving the condition of the vagina and the vulva, for sure, we're going to see some improvement. So using Julva. Again, these products I created because there was nothing that was available to me that met my standards that worked. And so Mighty Maca created it 10 years ago, and Julva created it, and took me 3 years to fine tune it, but released it to clients in 2016. Now we have over 100,000 lovers of Julva. I mean, it makes a difference. 60-day money-back guarantee. But yes, definitely those hormonal changes can really affect our sex drive. But there's more to it. So I have a whole program on this. It is a delicate issue, but started getting to the core reason of why we don't have desire. And let's address the multiple. There's our 7 key steps, 7 key factors that can really affect our libido at any age, but especially after 50.
What advice would you give someone who's on day 4 of the 10-day detox and feeling really irritable today?
Well, so the question is, what advice would I give someone who's on day 10 of the
Day 4
of the 10-day detox and feeling irritable? Increase your alkalinizers, increase your hydration, because we're removing toxins. And remember, our energy is stored within our organs. So our liver stores hate, our pancreas guilt, our kidneys fear. And so when we start detoxing, we're moving energy. Honor the thoughts that are coming up. Look at the reasons under them, but note that you're detoxing. So nourishing your body is even more critical now. Hang with it, hydrate, alkalinize, keep focusing on nourishing thoughts, and you'll do well. You'll do well.
We have another question from an Instagram follower. Will using 1 packet of Crystal Light in my water each day inhibit my progress?
I don't know, but I can't think of any nutritious ingredients in Crystal Light. So how about a squirt of lemon or lime in some sparkling water? And I added a piece of ginger in there too. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a little piece of ginger in there. And this is a beautiful shift. So I don't know, Crystal. Anyway, artificial sweeteners absolutely can increase leptin resistance. You're not satisfied and you're hungrier and thirstier, and it can definitely create weight gain issues.
Leah asks, I'm almost 40. What can I do now to make the menopause transition easier?
So the question is, what can we do to make the menopause transition easier at 40? The goal is to breeze through menopause into your second spring, right? And so read my books, The Hormone Fix and Keto-Green 16. That will certainly help. Keeping a positive attitude and nourishing yourself. Doing things that you love to do that bring you joy and oxytocin in your life, and cutting out the sugar, breaking up with sugar, staying away from dairy, eating organic, free range, non-GMO, avoiding the chemicals that are affecting our immune system and creating toxins that are polluting our bodies, let alone our government policies.
Tracy asks, why can't I lose weight?
Tracy asks, well, why can't I lose weight? Tracy, often it's because of insulin resistance and something is sabotaging you. We have to figure out what's sabotaging you. So go through the Keto-Green 16 and start teasing it out. Keep that food diary. Keep also your positive, like I call it a daily activity log or mental health diary, so that you can see what's coming up in you, and we'll figure it out. There's usually a few different reasons. We have to think healthy mind for a healthy body, nutrition, what we put in our mouth, right, has to come out and detoxify well, and have regular bowel movements. That's really important for hormone metabolism, as well as what's going on with our hormones from our adrenal glands, which sit above our kidney, and our ovaries, and how our entire system is communicating. Also stress. If I allow myself to have stressful thoughts, not only does that enable me to lose some hair, but it also creates weight gain. So cortisol can definitely do that for us. So we definitely want to manage stress, get Keto-Green, and feel that peace. Feel that peace within us. The fat will melt off.
We have a question from Food, Family, and Travel. What are your thoughts on a glass of wine at night?
I would love one, red or white, but dry wine, so not sweet wines. And I think that's really important. And also you have to test, not guess, right? How is it sabotaging you? Could that be a part of weight loss resistance? Could that be interfering with getting a good night's sleep? So it's that discernment process that really makes a difference. You know, I'm always saying, test, don't guess, because for pennies, right, you can check your urine pH and ketones. Oops, wait. Oops, sorry. Here, for pennies, you can check urine pH and ketones, and that will help you discern: is it kicking you out of ketosis? Is it making you more acidic? And then that's your answer. If so, then it's something that you can't have. So Keto pH, I created these to have ketone pads and pH strips right on the same bottle. When you open it up, there's a foil here, and there's a second foil packet inside to keep it fresh. So there's 50 loose and 50 in the second packet, so that we keep these strips fresh for you, and that lasts longer because they're very sensitive to light and humidity. So little tiny strips, and that'll measure ketones and pH. You can see that. So well. There we go. So great questions. Let's see. Great questions. Shelly said, everything has coconut. What about people who have allergy to it? Just avoid the coconut. You can use definitely any other substitution you want. If we're using coconut oil or coconut milk, use avocado oil or almond milk. So that's a great question. Jean says, congratulations. So yes, to Beth, congratulations, Beth McCall. So happy for you. Hey, Donna, good to see you here. Awesome.
Food, Family, and Travel asks, would you use one of the Keto pH strips per day in the morning?
I would use one every time I use the bathroom until I get into ketosis and alkaline, and then continue to just discern what's shifting you out of alkalinity and what brings you in, just knowing the reaction. It's normal to be more acidic after a workout, right? We're pouring out lactic acid, and we're going to have more acidic urine. And then after we're out in nature, it's likely to be more alkaline. But figure out what it is for you. I can be alkaline all day and eat a little piece of dairy, and I'll be acidic because dairy is a food sensitivity to me. So this helps you figure that out too. And don't forget, y'all, Keto-Green 16, pre-order so it's at your door on Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. There is my taquito mocktail in here too, my taquito mocktail recipe. So Stephanie asked from Facebook, she says, my DHA was 259 a couple months ago. My doctor said it was chronic stress and following your program, but is there anything else I could be taking or doing to get this number down? 200 to 300 is really good, Stephanie. That's ideal. If it's out of the norm, like really, I like it between 100 and 300 for women. And so, is it DHEAS that was measured in your blood? That makes a difference. And also the units of measurement. Canada to US is different as well. But, for me, if that was DHEAS and it was 259, go girl. That's awesome. That's a great number. You'll stay strong, have better immune system, more resilience. So yeah, let's give me some more information or snapshot your result. Eloise said, you are fortunate to be starting to care for your hormonal health at 40. Dr. C's book will be a great help, The Hormone Fix. Thank you, Eloise. Yeah, we've gotten such great praise. I don't know if you guys were able to catch my live with the Blender Girl on Facebook. We had thousands of people joining us and had fun. I prepared last night the Buddha Bowl because she's vegetarian. So I prepared the Buddha Bowl and my mocktail. So definitely check out the Blender Girl and that Facebook Live. Yesterday, I was live on Instagram making my curry chicken with cilantro sauce over cauliflower rice. I'm trying to remember. And that was fabulous. That was this morning. So on Instagram this morning, on the Blender Girl last night, you should be able to see it on my page. Hey, Kim.
Nicole asked, could you tell us more why we would use your pH keto strips?
Well, the reason to use pH and keto strips is, first of all, looking at your urine testing is a vital sign. Urine pH is a vital sign, just like your weight, just like your blood pressure, just like your pulse. It gives us a lot of information. Number one, how are we nourishing our body? Number two, how we're handling stress. Research, so many scientific studies have shown how acidic urine is associated with increased risk of diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, and cancer. So getting alkaline and figuring out, because it's never just only about what we eat. As you know, it's the Keto-Green way that goes beyond just food. And so that's important to recognize. And plus, measuring ketones. So I've interviewed so many people, spoken on stages with 1,000 attendees, and asked how many people are measuring your ketones, either breath, blood, or urine. And less than 10% of the room will raise their hand. And this is keto community. So it is important to test, not guess. And that way you can really see what's working for you and what's not, and how your body is responding. You may think you're in ketosis, but not actually there. And so it's about that. What gets measured gets managed.
And could you repeat, we got a duplicate question of how long after beginning the Keto-Green diet will you start to see positive changes in your hormones?
Great question. So how long after beginning the Keto-Green diet would we begin to see changes in our hormones? So honestly, we have done in the 16-day program, what we saw is over a 50% reduction in symptom scores. And this is in menopausal and postmenopausal women that we've tested. I know that from our studies in our Breeze Through Menopause and our Magic Menopause community, we see results very, very quickly. So I would say certainly within 2 weeks, you'll start feeling results, but within a few days, you're already feeling better, freer, more willpower, less cravings. Really good stuff. Oh, and I got curry all over my book. It's okay. It's healthy.
What are your thoughts on alkaline powders taken daily?
Well, Mighty Maca Greens is a combination superfood alkaline powder. Every ingredients, over 30 ingredients, are tested for purity, are tested by source and non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, and the highest quality. And this is really important. In Mighty Maca Plus, it's organic kosher maca. I've been using the same source, sustainable source from Peru for over a decade now. So this is, knowing, and because I've been manufacturing, you guys know, we're on back order now for 3 months because I'm very specific about the ingredients that we put in and the quality. If it doesn't meet my standards, it doesn't go in. And that's a challenge in manufacturing. So I know many greens products on the market that can also have contaminants, pesticides, herbicides, etc. We test everything, and we've been using it clinically in hundreds of doctors' offices around the country for a decade now. So safety of the product is really important. We had one client a while back that was using Chinese herbs, and then she had a thallium toxicity, and was just threw her for a loop. So you got to watch out on ingredients, but know your manufacturer, know the quality behind it. All right, Stephanie wrote in again. She says, I don't think it was DHEAS. In the blood, we look at DHEAS, Stephanie. In the saliva, we look at DHEA. I have a whole testing chapter in the Hormone Fix. So also in the United States, can't find my lab results. My testosterone is also really high, but progesterone and estrogen are super low. So it is, again, what's normal depending on your age. So you could be outside normal range for your age, but are you optimal? So that's really important to ask and look at your optimal levels. In Magic Menopause, when we do another class of Magic Menopause, I go through the testing of hormones and where we want optimal levels. And that'll make a difference, Stephanie. So you want to get those levels. You definitely, if your level for DHEAS in the blood, DHEA sulfate in the blood, DHEA in the saliva. So we need to be looking at the right thing. It's a common mistake. Sometimes providers don't know.
Angela says she's 47 years old and through menopause early. Weight gain, fatigue, etc. Finally, now that she's tried the Keto-Green shake with Mighty Maca, she's losing weight and walking 5 miles a day.
What? That is awesome. That Teresa?
Angela,
congratulations, Angela. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome.
And Gabby asked, would you consider making Mighty Maca Plus in a bigger container? I love it.
That's awesome. So Gabby says, I love Mighty Maca Plus. Would you consider making it in a bigger container? We have not, because this is a 60 servings container. I thought about putting, having bags. That's like why we went to Keto-Green and we did it in bags. So there's 40 servings here. But for Mighty Maca, because it's so potent and to keep it fresh, this is how I've done it for a decade. The saying, like, you don't want to too much change a good thing. So, but thank you for that. I'm glad you love it. And Cheryl said, good question. I'm seeing alkaline and keto water everywhere. Okay, so let me see that question. Oh, about alkalinization. Okay, remember, we don't drink with our meals. We drink in between our meals.
Nicole says, I found your podcast during quarantine and have listened to about 15 episodes. Thank you for sharing such applicable, helpful knowledge. Are you accepting new patients at your practice?
You are so welcome. I retired my clinical practice. I do coaching in my groups, Magic Menopause. So stay tuned with Keto-Green 16. We'll be doing some Keto-Green challenges in a private Facebook group, and that's going to be fabulous. So there's a lot of interaction there. I have a waiting list for clients right now. So, but stay on the waiting list. You can email my team at drannacabeca.com. But definitely the best way that we work together in groups is in my Magic Menopause community and my Magic Menopause program. Stephanie wrote in that she's exhausted every morning, but energy starts to come up around 2 or 3. Probably not getting restorative sleep, Stephanie. So there's, I have some great sleep suggestions in my book, The Hormone Fix, as well as on my website that might help you and to see. But we really want to get substantial restorative night's sleep for you. Okay. And yeah. And she said, I'm 53. Me too, Stephanie. Let's see. Dana said, I'm hypothyroid. I may have to read this, Dana, because it's small here. So Dana wrote in from Facebook, I'm hypothyroid and just found out my adrenals and DHEA are very, very low. I'm confused about next steps. I'm on HC for adrenals, hydrocortisone for adrenals, and take thyroid medicine. I've read that taking adaptogens is not good for low cortisol. I tried Mighty Maca once. Didn't work for me. What do you suggest? I like work. Thanks. Dana, I don't know. If sometimes with Mighty Maca, if it's too strong, you can start at a half of a scoop, and that way we can typically work with your adrenals. So adaptogens are important for low cortisol. So we look at maca, quercetin, turmeric, resveratrol, cat's claw herb, all of those are really good for the adrenals, as well as greens. Ashwagandha is something else. But for some clients, if you feel like you get nauseous or have issue with your bowels, with starting Mighty Maca, it's often a detox reaction. We can typically get you around it by starting at a smaller amount and then working up. That's the one thing I would suggest. Again, we've used it in children and celiac, severe celiac disease, as well as really immunocompromised clients with fabulous results. So it's an adaptogenic formula. But otherwise, I would start with definitely following the protocol in Keto-Green 16, and let's see how you do. That's all focused on improving adrenals and the focus with increasing oxytocin.
And can Erica asks when Mighty Maca will be restocked, because she's patiently waiting and she notices when she doesn't take it.
I do too, Erica. I am with you. We've been on back order for a while. It is so popular, and it's going to come back in end of next week, the week after. So we should have it. We're in the final stages. My manufacturer's in the final stages of bottling. So we should have it at the end of next week or the week after. And our VIP, our subscribers, all get shipped out first, and then everyone else. But make sure that if you've ordered it, you're in line to get it first. So before it even goes back on. Yeah.
Roma says, I'm menopaused at 42. I put on weight after. My belly is big and always exhausted. Is there anything I can do to lose weight?
Oh, well, we've got a lot to do. Keto-Green 16. First step, start with intermittent fasting. And you definitely want to get the quick start guide with Keto-Green 16. So at dranna.com/Keto-Green, dranna.com/Keto-Green, and you can enter your receipt number for the book. and get your book bonuses with a quick start guide right away. But otherwise, all pre-orders should be delivering next Tuesday, certainly by the end of next week. And then we'll be doing some challenges. So doing it in community and linking arms with other amazing women that are in our Keto-Green community, Magic Menopause community, that have been following the Keto-Green way. What a difference that makes in your life and the accountability. And you guys, this is something I was sharing with our mastermind group that I've got to hop back to right now. I was with JJ Virgin and Alan Christensen and, oh my gosh, Cleopatra and Rita Marie and just name it, just these amazing doctors, Dr. Heather Paulson. And I was just saying how our tribe of women that have been following the Keto-Green way are healthier, and people are coming to them saying, what are you doing? Because you're confident, you're energetic, you're encouraged, you're a leader. And that is because you know how to attain that peace that surpasses all understanding. You know how to improve your energy, and you know how to increase resilience. And that's, a dream come true. So seeing all of you in my community, sharing your wisdom, sharing the Keto-Green way, getting people on board with you has been the biggest compliment. And I'm so glad that we're ahead of the curve. Now, I've had so many doctors calling me, and friends are like, okay, tell me what supplements to take. Tell me what I need to do. They're ordering Mighty Maca, pre-ordering by the caseload. I mean, to carry it in their medical offices. We know that this is a big shift, focusing on health in a very natural way. And that's not something that has been a strength of our medical community. So I want to say, Eloise says, those birds in your backyard are incredible. There is a de-stressor for sure. You are always so positive, Eloise. Thank you. Dana said, oh, I like your work. Thank you. I was like, I work. Okay. Stephanie followed up with, I try to sleep well every night, but it doesn't always work. I wake up several times with night sweats. I take 100 milligrams of bioidentical progesterone every night, but that does not seem to be helping. Might need more. You might need more. You're taking 100 milligrams orally. You might want to talk to your physician about increasing that dose to 200 milligrams and see how you do. Plus, in my sleep recommendations, my Better Brain and Sleep formula with magnesium L-threonate is really helpful. I would start at a scoop at bedtime. We can add 5-HTP. We can add melatonin, all of those things. And you could do another scoop of Mighty Maca in the evening. That can help de-stress, help modify cortisol and get you a better night's sleep too. So thanks for your question, Stephanie. Thanks for being here. All right. Let's see. Lainey said, is the best way to get the Mighty Maca, to get in the Mighty Maca with the shake, or can I make an elixir of it with lemon juice and apple cider vinegar just before lunch or mid-afternoon, or is that a snack? I fast about 16 to 18 hours now in the morning, and I just use lemon juice, ACV, and cayenne pepper first thing. Can't wait for my book. Lainey, you're ahead of the game. Absolutely. You can do just another shot. I often will do it midday, and in the evenings, I'll do it. Go this way. I'll do it as a hot tea. So I can add it to my sparkling water, add it to your water, and just do it in between. No, it's not going to disrupt your it's not going to increase your blood sugar at all. And you can definitely check that. I wore a continuous blood sugar monitor. I don't have it in my arm right now, but over a year on and off now, figuring out all these recipes so that our blood sugar stays really, really stable with no peaks and valleys, causing hunger and cravings, right? We're going to have stability with Keto-Green 16, good modified blood sugar. And midday, I also will have a shot of Mighty Maca too. And I love it with the apple cider vinegar for everyone who's listening. It helps with digestion, it helps with detoxification, another strong alkalinizer. And so if you can tolerate the apple cider vinegar, that's a really good way to combine it. I would call it the energizing elixir. That is the recipe for our energizing elixir. 1 or 2 scoops of Mighty Maca with a teaspoon to a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a squirt of lemon, and 4 to 8 ounces of water. Stir that up, chug it down. That is a Mighty Maca energy elixir. Thanks, Lainey. All right. So any other questions on Instagram?
Gabby asked, would you recommend castor oil packs during the Keto Greenway?
So Gabby asked, would I recommend castor oil packs, the Keto Greenway? Can I tell you that I am a huge fan of Marisol Tejero, who is the queen of the thrones. She has the best castor oil pack and organic castor oil that I have found. Castor oil is a traditional remedy that is so solid in science and clinical use. It's really powerful. So when we're talking castor oil packs, we use the Queen of the Thrones organic castor oil, put it on this pack and wrap it on your liver and use that at night. That intensifies detoxification. And again, healthy fats, healthy oils that are absorbed in your body. It is an added bonus. Absolutely, I would recommend it.
In Food, Family, and Travel says she has told all of her friends about you from Arizona, New York, South Africa, London, Switzerland, the Bahamas, and California.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the word internationally. See, you are a magic keto green warrior. Let's call you, wise women warrior. I think of this during this time. There's a great song called Break These Chains. It's a great Christian song. And I forget the name of the singer. A gospel singer from Georgia. She's actually from Georgia, but anyway, break these chains. It's the goal, raising up an army, a free army, right, of wise women, essentially. That's how I kind of see it, that we create freedom through our health, our independence, our resilience, our divine control of our body and our choices, right? That makes a big difference. And I want to thank you, that all of you that are sharing the message and spreading information on the book. The Hormone Fix was a bestseller the first week out. I am praying that this Keto Green 16 will be a bestseller too. We have hit #1 in Amazon for low carb diet books, but really pushing up. So as much as you can share and spread the word, your friends will love you for this. What a great Mother's Day gift too. Friends Day gift, women's gift. It's a perfect, really perfect time to be sharing this message and to be empowering all of us, because with the Keto Greenway, a big part of our emphasis is on increasing oxytocin. Increasing oxytocin, the hormone of love, bonding, and connection. And as we go into Mother's Day weekend, really that is it is my favorite holiday, but it is bittersweet because my mom has passed away and I've lost a son. And so there's a tinge of sadness that comes to me every Mother's Day too. So I think of the things that, I loved about my mother and all the influence that she had in my life, and what I would love my grandchildren and my children, first of all, to know, and their children to know about my mother. And I think of everyone who's listening and watching right now, that we're creating a legacy that's healthier for our children, and then hopefully healthier than the one we've come from too. I know that a lot of what I do is because my mom suffered under standard medical care and was so sick for so long. So with Mother's Day coming, and just in celebration of women everywhere, sharing my book, I'm sharing my life story, and I'm sharing my love with each of you, and encourage you to share it. Continue to share it with everyone in your family and those you love, and continue. Step up, be a leader in your community, be a leader, and you are master of your life. You really are. I say with God's divine love, right? That we are in control in so many ways and so many things. And we take the right approach, the next right step. What a transformation that makes, what a legacy we leave. And so thank you all for being here, being in my community, and be sure to keep sharing this message. Thank you. And remember, next week I'll be doing lives with so many other people. Dr. Terry Walls, Dr. Christiane Northrup, Dr. Sarah Gottfried, JJ Virgin, so many of my dear friends, Magdalena Wijlaki, Marisol Tejero. We've got a whole list going. So I won't be doing our 4:30 lives next week. Fully on in book launch. Keep sharing. I'll be checking in with you. And thank you guys for being here.
Okay.
Your eyes.